What do strangers think about you? Strangers think that you are just a ball of sunshine. They feel like you have so much energy. And I don't feel like you're the kind of person who's always like in everybody's faces when you're just meeting them for the first time, but I just feel like you're a very warm and inviting energy. And you could be soft spoken, but you give off this very like personable, intimate kind of vibe. Like, I feel like people just feel like your energy is like a warm hug. That's the kind of vibe that strangers get from you. They get like a really caring vibe. They feel like you're the kind of person who cares about other people. You are somebody who just like appreciates, like, you appreciate life. And I feel like this really comes off in your interactions with new people because they could just tell that you're just so full of life. Like you just have so much to say about so many different topics that you just come off as well-rounded, and like you have a passion for being alive. And that's very attractive, especially to the strangers. Like, strangers find you very attractive. They feel like you're the kind of person who gets what they want, and this is very attractive to them because it's like, I don't know much about this person, but I know that they're the kind of person who like puts effort into themselves and puts effort into the things that they love and puts effort into achieving their goals, their desires. And I feel like this just comes across in the way that you talk about the things that you enjoy, like the passion projects that you're into. Like, I feel like you're the kind of person who's very passionate, not only about the work that they do, but about their creative endeavors. Like, you're the kind of person who has things going on for yourself in work and outside of work. Like, you're very well balanced when it comes to what you have going on in your life. Like, I feel like you have a really good work-life balance. Like, you're the kind of person who makes time not only for advancing your career, but also for resting and playing and relationships and connections, your friendships, your family. Like, I feel like you're the kind of person who really doesn't, like, you don't pour all of yourself into one place. Like, you're not the kind of person to put all your eggs in one basket. Like, you're definitely the kind of person who has a diverse portfolio of life. Like, you appreciate so many aspects of life that you just try and experience like life to the fullest. So definitely. And also, strangers really feel like you're thriving. Like, something about you is that you're not only thriving, I feel like you're thriving because you're so tenacious. Like, you're the kind of person who works so diligently to achieve what you want for yourself, and the results of this is a fruitful life. And people could see, especially strangers, like their first impressions of you is that you're thriving, you're good, you're doing great for yourself. And this just comes across as so attractive. Like I've been saying, like, it's definitely like somebody who is doing well for themselves. They just have this magnetic energy about them. And I feel like this is why you're also perceived to be so warm and inviting, because you're the kind of person who just is fulfilled in their everyday, like their day to day. And like, people are able to tell this by the way that you talk about what you have going on in your life. And it's not to say that you don't have challenges though. Like, strangers definitely can see that. I feel like you're the kind of person who goes through things and grows through things. Like, your life isn't easy peasy, no obstacles. Like, it's definitely has its moments, and these are like tools along the way. Like, the moments where you face challenges and obstacles and overcome them turn into tools towards your evolution. Because then you could be like, oh, I went through this, I've been through that, and I still made it through. You've made it through all of your bad days. You've made it through every single one of your worst days, and you are still here, and you're still walking, you're still climbing, you're still trudging forward. And this is definitely something strangers notice about you that it really stands out. That you're the kind of person who doesn't run away from challenges. You face them head on. You're very courageous. Like, you don't shy away from doing the hard thing, or like, you're the kind of person who is not like, you're the kind of person who is decisive. You stand in your power. You really, like, you're the kind of person who you know what is right for you. The challenges that you face, a lot of people would be like, oh no, that's too hard. Oh, if I did that, my life would be so terrible. Like, that sounds like so much work. I could never do that. Like, why would you do that? Like, that sounds so stressful. But no, you're the kind of person who can handle a lot. Like, it's reminding me of this quote that I saw that said, I don't pray for a lighter load, I pray for broader shoulders. Like, you're the kind of person who is strong from carrying so much that you could carry things with ease that other people would struggle to carry. Like, a lot of people see what you're doing and they're like, oh my gosh, how is she able to do all that? Like, if I tried to do all that, I wouldn't be able to. Like, it couldn't be me. Like, yeah, it couldn't be you, because you're unable to do what I do. Like, we bring very unique things to the table, and I feel like what you bring to the table is definitely it's a mindset. It's a sturdy mindset of like, I can do hard things, and I can do hard things gracefully and even with ease. And like, yes, it takes effort to do difficult things, but that's why not everybody can do what you do. You are known for being able to do what the majority can't. You're the kind of person who takes the path less traveled. And this is definitely standing out to strangers, because I just feel like you give off a really unique vibe because of it. Like, people are like unable to put you in a box because you just like have a very like, I feel like you don't fit into the narratives that people try to create for you. I feel like you create new stories. Like, you're a whole new story. Like, you're a one of a kind type of experience, and people haven't met a lot of other people like you because you're just very unique. Like, you're just haven't, what you bring to the table hasn't been brought before. Like, you bring something new, you bring something fresh, you bring something like, definitely your perspective is very valuable because of how rare it is. And strangers notice that you have a very rare or unique perspective upon meeting you because of the things that you enjoy talking about, or the things that you reference, or just like what you've been through if you talk about the things that you faced in your life. And they also feel like, strangers feel like you're smooth. Like, you're the kind of person who they would describe as a smooth talker. And I feel like you have really great communication skills. Like, you're the kind of person who is able to talk about a plethora of topics. You're very eloquent when you describe things. You're able to bring like this je ne sais quoi to any conversation. It's like you find a way to express yourself in a way that hasn't been, like, it's not the norm. The way that you express yourself is out of the ordinary. You express yourself in extraordinary ways, and that is what stands out about you to strangers. They find the way that you express yourself to be very poetic. Like, you could be somebody who is into writing, into just language in general. You could enjoy literature, you could enjoy reading. And yeah, I feel like you could write poetry. You would be a really great poet. You're the kind of person who I feel like people would come and watch you do spoken word. Like, if you were to perform your poetry, you would draw crowds. Like, I feel like you have a very, just like, there's many things poetic about you. Not only is it the way that you express yourself, but it's the way that you dress, the way that you act. Like, it's very much, it's giving like movie. It's giving like, this is a work of art. Like, this person is art. Like, that's the vibe that you bring, and strangers really notice this. And they also notice that you have really high standards for yourself. You're the kind of person who will not just agree to do anything. Like, you're very much the kind of person who you have high hopes for yourself. And it's not even hopes, it's like, you know what you're capable of. You can see your own potential. You can see the way that you're able to get through situations and what you are able to bring to any relationship or connection. So you expect the people around you to be able to bring just as much as you are able to bring. And this is why you have high standards for the experiences that you experience, the people that are in your life. Like, you're very much the kind of person to not settle. You don't settle, and strangers can tell. Like, it comes off. Like, it's not something that you have to really get to know you to see that your standards are high. Like, somebody just walking down the street would probably look at the way that you're dressed, look at the way that you're walking, your posture, like, and be like, oh yeah, that person has high standards. And some people might even think that you're rude off of the first impression, but I feel like that's just because they haven't taken the time to know you, and that's really just projection. So like, if you're maybe the kind of person who's more quiet upon first meeting, other people could interpret this as you being rude. Like, if you're the kind of person who doesn't always like share everything about themselves upon first meeting someone, because maybe you're more the kind of person to sit back and observe and like see what the situation is, and like really before giving out, like basically before laying all your cards on the table, you observe who you're talking to, what they enjoy talking about, and then based off that, you share what you feel comfortable sharing. And I feel like some people who expect you to just pour your heart out to them or be like an open book will find this rude about you. And this is just a misunderstanding. Like, you're not actually being rude, because being rude is not being quiet. And like, some people find quietness rude, but that's really just because they're uncomfortable not knowing, and they're not comfortable asking either. So they just find it rude when you don't tell them without them asking. And I also feel like strangers feel that you're a very fierce energy. Like, you're the kind of person who comes off as very feline. Like, I'm getting like a cat kind of energy. Like, it's giving Catwoman. Like, it's giving Halle Berry. Like, you're actually a fierce energy, and strangers really like this about you. They find it super attractive how fierce you are. Like, I'm getting like you could have really nice hygiene. Like, when it comes to the way that you put yourself together, I'm getting like nails. Like, you could have really long nails, or really healthy nails, or just nails that are colorful, done like in a way that's very much elegant vibes. Like, I feel like your nails and your hair is really standing out in my mind. Like, it's definitely like, those are attributes of you that are very fierce to others. Like, strangers who see you, they really take note of these things in you. And some people, like some strangers, they also feel like you could be overbearing, but I feel like this is also projection. Like, overbearing in the sense of having too much control. Like, I feel like strangers can sense that you have a tendency to be very organized, or very much I feel like you're in control of your own emotions, and you know what you want, and you express what you want. And sometimes people who aren't used to expressing what they want or knowing what they want, they find this overbearing. They feel like you're being controlling of the situation. Like, for example, say that you're out and like your friend keeps talking to okay, obviously talking to strangers is not bad in itself, but say that they've had like a lot to drink, right? And then they're like talking to strangers, and they're like all like leaning on them and all up in their face, whatever, and then you come over and you're like, okay, I'm gonna take my friend, like, we're going over here, like, it's time to go home. Or like, you come in and you're being like the voice of reason, right? And then your friend might get the impression, or like a stranger watching the situation is what I meant to say, not your friend, but a stranger watching the situation could get the impression that you're overbearing, because you're like trying to control what your friend is doing, like, but in reality you're just really looking out for them. You're not trying to control them, you're looking out for their best interest. And I feel like strangers, they also get the impression that you are very empathetic. You're the kind of person who yeah, like I said, it looks out for their friends and situations. Like, you tend to be the voice of reason. You can see how other people are feeling, and like you're the kind of person to look at the situation as a whole and be like, okay, they're feeling like this, so I'm gonna take this kind of action to make sure that they're safe. And I also feel like you have strong boundaries, because empathy without boundaries is self-destruction. Like, if you are unable to recognize what you are willing to tolerate and what you're not willing to tolerate, and be able to put your foot down and say, I'm not doing this, it's like that is so helpful when you're a very empathetic person. If you like would resonate as being an empath, like if you don't have your boundaries set, then you will just give without being able to know when to say when. And I feel like that is something that you know how to do. You know how to say when, you know when to say enough is enough, you know when to walk away. And yeah, I feel like strangers can get this impression from you by the way that you're just so confident in the way that you deliver things, the way that you walk, the way that you talk. It gives very royal. It gives like a regal kind of energy. It's definitely like I know myself and I'm acting accordingly based on who I am. And that is an amazing quality to have. And I really feel like that stands out to the new people that you meet. This is just how strangers are viewing you. They're viewing you also as someone who's very humble. Like, definitely, you know who you are. You know that you're that girl, but you don't tear other people down or make others around you feel less than, because you know your own worth. Like, and this comes off as very humble, because it's like, yes, I know I'm that. She's me, I'm her. However, you could be her too. You could be her. You can't be me. You can't be me, but you could be that bitch if you want. If you want to be her, say the word. And that's definitely something that's standing out to people. You don't get jealous easily. You don't tear other people down. You're not like the kind of person to feel like, oh, because that person's so pretty, that person's so smart, that person has great taste, that you don't. Like, you're the kind of person to be like, oh yes, I found another person who is pretty, or I found another person who has good taste, or I found another person who's intelligent. Now we could bond over having these attributes. And I feel like you're also known to be like a master manifester. Like, strangers really feel like you get what you want with ease. Like, you're the kind of person who calls things into yourself and then they appear. Like, they seem to appear like magic. It's just so amazing the way that things materialize for you with quickness. Like, it's very much like, I feel like it surprises people. Like, people never see it coming, and I don't even know if you see it coming half the time. Like, you're just like, yeah, I mean, like, I want this and I'm gonna get it, but then you end up getting it like a day later or a week later or a month later, and then people are shocked. Like, they're like, they just said that they wanted that and now they have it. Like, how is that even possible? And it's because you're a master manifestor. You're amazing at like calling things in for yourself and knowing the energy work that it takes in order for these things to come to fruition. And I also feel like strangers feel that you're very resourceful. You know how to use your resources, and this is why you're able to manifest things very quickly. You use what you have to get what you want, and this is very resourceful of you. Very much somebody who knows how to multiply their fruits. Like, you're the kind of person who would be a great farmer. You would be a great plant owner. You're somebody who knows how to take the seeds, plant them, let them grow and mature and grow more fruit from it. Like, you're very much able to reap what you sow. And also, I feel like some strangers, they feel like you're a liar, which is so funny, because it's like, I feel like you're not a liar. You are definitely someone who values their word. I feel like you have impeccable word. I just feel like you might not tell strangers everything about you. Like, this is definitely when like going back to not laying all your cards out on the table. Like, you don't tell everybody everything that's going on in your life. And I feel like this gives off like a deceptive energy to some people, and this is why they might feel that you're a liar, because they feel like you're deceiving them by not telling them everything. And it's like, no, I actually just prefer to keep some things for myself. I don't feel the need to brag. Like, I don't feel like the need to tell everybody everything that I'm doing. Yes, I'll share some things with you. I'll share some wins, I'll share some losses, but like, you don't need to know every detail about what I have going on. And this doesn't make me a liar. It makes me strategic, because there's no need for everybody to know what's going on in my life, because in order for me to get to the next level, I need to stay focused on what I have going on. And when I share the ideas of what is in process, it can be a hindrance, because people like to talk. People love to give their opinions. People love to share their thoughts. And if you talk about what you have going on for yourself and you're not so strong in the conviction that this is certain for me, when you talk about it with other people, they might like bring doubt into your dreams. They'll bring their fear into your dreams. Like, say you wanted to go travel to a country you've never been before on your own, and then you're so excited to do it, you feel called for this new adventure, and then you tell somebody about it, and then they're like, oh, well, I heard this person got murdered in this country, or you better be careful, I heard they're chopping out people in this country, or you better be careful, I heard that they like people go missing there. Like, yes, that is, people go missing anywhere. Murder happens all around the world. There's no need for you to bring that up when I'm telling you about my plans that I'm excited about. Like, that's just unnecessary. And that's why, and I feel like this has happened to you before, and this is why you have adjusted and you feel like it's unnecessary to share all parts about yourself with strangers. And so when you're not open to sharing everything that you have going on, this gives sometimes strangers who don't know you, who might be projecting a deceptive energy. And this is why they could feel like you're a liar, but you're definitely someone who values truth, and you value honesty, and that's not part of your character. What's part of your character is your maturity and the fact that you're a winner. Like, you're the kind of person who you don't take L's, or like every time something doesn't go your way, you know that it's protection. Like, rejection is protection, truly. Like, anything that is meant for you could not miss you. It could never. So every no you get on the way to your yes is really it's helping you refine your yes. It's steering you in the right direction towards getting that yes. It could be 10 no's, 20 no's, 1,000 no's before you hear yes, and every single one aligns you closer to the yes. And I feel like this is a very mature mindset to have, and people can see that you have taken the time and put in the work towards maturing emotionally, and you're very emotionally mature, and people see that you are emotionally intelligent, and you're the kind of person who you just have done work to elevate your mindset. I feel like you are very much into learning yourself, and this is vigorous work. It's definitely something that comes with time and practice, and it's a process that cannot be rushed. And I feel like you've taken your time and you've been patient, and you've worked towards coming to this very fruitful, mature energy that you're sitting in now. And I feel like this is because you've done a lot of shadow work. You're the kind of person who looks into the dark aspects of yourself, and you're able to tell yourself, oh, like I know that this is something that I want to improve, or something that I want to work on, and this is where it stems from, and I feel like I've seen this pattern in my family before, and I want to break this cycle. I want to change this for my bloodline. I'm very much the kind of person who wants to break generational curses, and this is how I'm going to do it. And this is definitely the self-work that is necessary to move forward, to grow, to become the person that you've always wanted to be. And this is why you are so mature. This is why you're able to have such a fruitful life, because of the work that you've put in, the shadow work that you've put in. And also, strangers think that you are sensitive. They find you to be sensitive, but not really in a bad way. Like, I feel like being sensitive sometimes gets a bad rap. It's kind of like you're too, like, you need to toughen up. But no, this isn't a sensitivity like you need to toughen up sensitive. It's a sensitivity like you're very in tune, you're very aware, you're very tapped into the energies around you, and they could sense that. I feel like, yeah, strangers definitely can sense that. You can sense energy. You're the kind of person who's very good at reading energy. You're the kind of person who can feel the energy in the room, and I feel like other people can even feel your energy, and it definitely, it's like, yeah, it you are very good at feeling people out. Like, you could just feel their, not only their intentions, but just like, yeah, people feel very seen in your presence. They feel like you see them on a deeper level, and it's because you're tapped in and you're aware. That's really cool. Strangers think you're so cool.